Most men walk into a first date with one goal: to be liked. They treat the date like a job interview. They ask boring questions, they agree with everything she says, and they try to prove they are a good guy. This is the fastest way to kill attraction. By the time the bill arrives, she has already decided that you are a friend. If you want a different result, you need a different strategy. And I'm going to walk you through a simple guide on how to have a successful first date. The location. Why dinner is a trap. First, we need to fix your environment. Never take a first date to a formal dinner. Why? Because dinner is a confrontational setting. You are sitting directly across from her, staring at each other. This creates high social pressure but low romantic tension. It feels like an interrogation. The best place is something casual. If you take to her somewhere, like a coffee shop, sit side by side. This ways. There is no table acting as a barrier. You can enter her personal space naturally, and it also doesn't feel confrontational. It's a lot less pressure. I think the best places are when you do an activity where you have fun. That way, there is no pressure to talk face to face for 2 hours, and you have some fun, while also having something to talk about. So for example, playing mini golf, pool or darts, going shopping, cooking something together, some cool activity in your city, or even just for a walk. What you must do is change the venue. Go play mini golf, then grab something to eat, loser pays, and then go for a walk. Even though you've only known her for 2 hours, her brain registers the change in scenery as multiple different experiences. When she looks back on the night, it feels like she spent an entire day with you because you've shared 3 different activities together instead of one dinner. The touch barrier. Most men wait until the end of the date to try any physical contact. They spend 2 hours sitting perfectly still, then suddenly try to go for a kiss. This feels weird and forced. The secret to a successful date is breaking the touch barrier in the first 5 minutes. When you first meet her, give her a hug. Give her light touches in the arm, for example. Don't be too creepy. But these micro touches are essential because they make physical contact a normal part of your interaction. If you wait 30 minutes to touch her, it becomes a big deal in your head and hers. If you do it early and playfully, it feels logical. And if she touches you back, it's a good sign that she likes you. The conversation, the cold read method. Most guys ask, "What do you do for work?" Or, "Where did you go to school?" This is data exchange. It is boring. To maintain interest, you must use the cold read. Instead of asking a question, make an observation. Look at her for a moment and say, "You don't strike me as someone who grew up in the city. You have the energy of someone who spent a lot of time in nature." It doesn't matter if you are right or wrong. If you are right, it will just be a fun coincidence. If you are wrong, she will correct you and explain her life story to prove who she is. In both cases, you win. The escalation, the peak, and the kiss. This is if you want to make the first kiss happen in the first date. By now, you've broken the touch barrier, moved places, and shared an activity. The escalation to a kiss should feel like the natural next step, not a huge jump. Wait for a peak moment, a moment of high laughter, or a comfortable silence after a venue change. Look for the triangle gaze. Look at her right eye, left eye, lips, and back to the eyes. But first, you must get close to her for 2 reasons. First, it's a test to see how comfortable is she when you are close. And second, you have to be close to her to kiss her, to make it feel like it just happened. And because you've been playfully touching her multiple times throughout the night, moving your hand to her cheek or hair or waist won't feel weird. The exit. Leave them wanting more. The final rule is to end the night while the energy is still high. Don't wait until you're both tired and the conversation is dragging. When the vibe is at its best, say, I have to get going. But this was the highlight of my week. By leaving at the peak, she goes home with the memory of the excitement, not the boredom of a long goodbye. You've successfully moved her through a series of emotional states, and because you led the way, she will be the one waiting for your text.